Good morning. All right. New day, new things to talk about. Travel and cruising. Why are people still cruising? Okay. I'm a little bit slow, but I'm not that slow. We had, what was it? February 14th, I believe. February 14th, the Diamond Princess. They were stranded out there for many days. They kept them out there like a floating petri dish, and all kinds of problems. People were dying, people were contaminated. We brought them in, major problems. One woman decided she's going to sue the cruise line for the way they handled the situation. Major brouhaha about that. And then very shortly thereafter, March 5th, same cruise line, the Grand Princess this time. Boy, I tell you, the word princess will have a whole new meaning after this whole thing is done. At least to the Californians, let's be real. March 5th, you know, now we have the incident about the Grand Princess, and they're out there, same situation. Why? Call me stupid, but you know, I love cruising like the next guy. You know, I'm a cruisaholic. I've done my fair share of cruising, and I still love cruising. But there's a time for cruising, and there's a time for not cruising. Hurricane, not cruising. Cold, going to Alaska, not cruising. Coronavirus, not cruising. You get my drift. Okay, so I'm just curious as to why people are still cruising. So if you have some answers on that, send it today. Let me know, because I really want to know. Because now, a month later, we have three more, yeah. In addition to the Diamond Princess and the Grand Princess, we have three more. We have the MS Braemar, we have Silver Shadow, and Silver Explorer. I don't know what to say. My big question, okay, here's what I'm wondering. Is everyone seeing the same news that I'm seeing? This whole thing with the cruise ship, you couldn't miss it. It was there. It was all over the news. Every time you pop the news, you see a huge cruise boat sitting there. We couldn't miss it. So, do these people live in a cave? Second thing I want to know is, why are the cruise lines, well, follow the money trail. That's a whole different story. I understand their rationale for cruising, but we talked the first video, social responsibility, personal responsibility. So I want to share with you an article I read, dated I think March 10th, and it's on the Daily Beast, and it was written by, let's see, Sam Stein, I think his name is, Stein, I think that's how you say it, Sam Stein. It's posted up here. And the title of the article is "Meet the Insane People Still Planning Cruise Ship Vacations." Well, I will change that. I will delete insane and substitute it with irresponsible. Because in my view, totally irresponsible. Irresponsible for self and society. Because here's what's going to happen. It's not going to go down any differently than what we've seen before with the first two and now these three that are in trouble. It's not happening any differently. The experts all tell you the coronavirus is not a cyclone or a hurricane. It's not blowing over. Saddle up. We've got about 18 months of this. So, and that depends. If we continue to run around heedlessly, willy-nilly, with our free will, then we freely will pass it on. And that 18 months could extend to 2 years, maybe 3. So it all depends on how we deal with this situation ourselves, how responsible we are. So I'll share with you the link for that article. And in this article, Sam Stein interviewed several people who are still insisting on carrying through with their plans to go on cruises. One young man said that he is going to go ahead and go because the price was too good to pass up. We're talking $400. Well, there's nothing exceptional about a $400 cruise deal. And even if it were a great deal, are you saying that $400 is a price you'll pay for your life? Because that's essentially what you're doing. You're jeopardizing your life for a deal of $400. There was another man that Sam Stein interviewed, and the fellow said, and I'll read you that. Well, first he said it would be cavalier not to go on the cruise. Doesn't quite make sense. Either Mr. Stein had gotten that sentence backward, confused it, or this chap doesn't know what the word cavalier means. Because I think that that should read, it would be cavalier to go on this cruise during this time. His plan is to fly down to Peru and then cruise down the Amazon. Both of those voyages involve large crowds being locked in small spaces, sharing the same air, breathing the same air that's being circulated. Again, my question, am I the dumb one here? Now, this is Western society. We tout this whole thing about free will and individual rights. Yeah, I get it. But that's you're exercising free will to get on a cruise boat. You're exercising free will to not take a precaution. But most importantly, if something happens to you in this particular situation, it also happens to your neighbors, to everyone else. So again, coming back to the message that I've been touting from the very first video, social responsibility. So, social distancing, social responsibility. I will leave you with a couple thoughts today. Number 1, if you must go traveling, take the initiative to find out, to educate yourself about what's happening and the precautions that you can take. Prepare for a coronavirus outbreak in whichever location you are, because it will happen. It's just an inevitability. And the third one, I forgot what was my third one. Cognizance. Be cognizant of what's happening around you. Again, as I said in the prior video, it is not anyone's responsibility to take care of you. It is your responsibility to take care of you. So keep that in mind. And what's the word we always say? Step up. That is the best advice I can give you. Containment. Stay the heck at home. I'll see you in the next episode. Be safe, be sane, take care.